Hi, I'm Samuel Maina. I'm a senior researcher with the Microsoft Research Lab here in Nairobi, Kenya. And my work is really to explore the application of AI and other technologies to address challenges within the space of climate resilience and adaptability. Our contribution to greenhouse gas emissions that leads to climate change has been quite low. Some numbers indicate less than 4%. Yet because of some challenges that we have that are intrinsic within the continent, we end up being a continent that faces some of the most adverse effects of climate change. So the work that I've been doing for the last maybe 1.5 years has been around to try to understand how do we use AI, machine learning, and geospatial to address the adverse effects of climate change within the African continent. This conversation started when we met some partners from the nation of Rwanda. They experience floods so frequently and so regularly. So the first thing we had to do was to try and understand the problem in a better way. And from that conversation, we talked to a team, AI for Science, that had built what we call the ClimaX model, which is a foundation model for weather and climate forecasting. What this model does is that it takes in different weather variables. It takes in the land cover, data about the geographical locations and the terrain itself, and also takes in historical flood extent maps. So there's a lot of training, there's a lot of encoding, decoding that goes on within our deep learning architecture. And then what comes out is a prediction in terms of the probabilities and the severity of the flood itself. And one of the advantages of working with AI, it helps in addressing some of the challenges that our classical numerical weather prediction model feels like the interdependencies of different variables. AI algorithms can ingest massive data sets to be able to solve this particular problem. And so ClimaX, as it is right now, it's an open source model. Even the data sets that we are using are actually open source. And so this is something that we want to give our partners to be able to have a look at, test it. Once we finish, our goal will be to try and see, can we be able now to extend this to other countries? Hopefully we're able to extend this to be like a continental solution, because we just don't want to do research that is good scientifically, but we also want research that has impact on real lives.